What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Heads of Sports Cards, and this is episode 38 of Throwback Thursday, the baseball edition. And this week, we continue on our journey through the 90s, finally getting to 1992 Topps Baseball. We have a ton of packs to go through. We're looking for all of our Hall of Famers, Ripken, Griffey, Thomas, all of those guys. We're super excited to finally get into this product. 36 packs. We're getting one gold card per pack. And yeah, let's get right on into it and let's see what we find in here, all right? We'll get all the packs out as usual. Got this wrap on there, which was not Topps wrapped, so we'll see what that means. And open the box. There we go. We're looking for Ryan, Ripken, Maddox, of course Griffey, Thomas, all the guys. And we see that, again, we're out of the wax era and into the plastic era here with the 92 Topps baseball. So one giant set, 36 cards, 15 cards per pack. Let's get right on into it and let's see what we find. All right, we're going to be split in the middle here, so I'm going to do a little magic, and there we go. All right, Paul Abbott starting us off. Mark Kubica. All right, Bill Wegman. Jeff Russell. Carlos Quintana for the Red Sox. Doug Jones. Scratch off card. Oh man, I remember these as a kid. Wow. Reggie Jefferson. This is a guy I collected as a kid. Ivan Calderon. Checklist 1 of 6. Got our first checklist. Scott Garlitz. Steve Bedrosian. There's an Ivan Rodriguez. Topps Rookie Cup. Very nice. Pudge, Rookie Cup. Dave Winfield, All-Star. There we go. And a draft pick of Tyrone Hill. And there's Psycho. And he's in his Red Sox uniform. So, there we go. Proving why I hold on to all my Steve Lyons cards. I believe the Manny Ramirez draft pick card is going to be in this set. So, hopefully we can pick up one of those. Manny is one of my all-time favorite players. Maybe not a gold card in every pack. I guess we'll see how that ends up working out. Scratch off card. Rex Hudler. Thomas Howard. Ron Karkovice. Kevin Esther. Don Robinson. Tom Kelly. Chili Davis. Danny Darwin for the Red Sox. Mike Gallego, Chris Jones, Kip Gross, checklist 4 of 6, Mike Witt, Jose De Leon, and there's Chris Gwynn, brother of Tony. So 2 packs in and no gold yet. All right. What are the odds on the gold cards? Are they on here? Do not know. I thought they were 1 per pack, but does not seem to be the case. Scratch off card. There's a Denny Nagel, Greg Anthony draft pick card, Bill Pacoda, Tim Leary, Carlton Fisk. There's a Roger Clemens All-Star card. Very nice for the Red Sox. And an Ozzie Smith. Willie Wilson, Brent Gates, draft pick card. Brent Gates, Tom Foley, Milt Kyler, All-Star Rookie Cup. There's a Mike Sosa, Greg Swindell, Scott Fletcher, and Bob Tewksbury. All right, our next pack. There's our scratch-off card. Jack Morris, checklist 2 of 6. Mike Bordick, Walt Terrell, Juan Samuel, Mike Aldretti, Buck Rogers, Jim Malacote, Mike Paglialura, Skeeter Barnes, there we go, Randy Tomlin, Terry Mulholland, Mark Williamson, Craig Lefferts, and a Daryl Hamilton. Not Daryl Hammond. All right, scratch-off card. Dave Fleming. There's Barry Bonds. Nice Barry. Luis Quinones. Brian Nickerson. Paul McClellan. Don Slott. Dwight Smith. Jose Rijo. Bill Sampson. Gary Templeton. Lou Whitaker. Todd Stoudemire. Greg Maddux. Nice Greg Maddux. Sean Hilligas and a Ramon Garcia. Scratch off card. All right. Steve Lake, Bill Swift, Joe Girardi. My man Otis. There's Otis. Ozzie Guillen, Brooke Jacoby, Darren Fletcher, Jeremy Hernandez, Rafael Belliard, Goose Gossage, Chuck McElroy. There's a nice Ricky Henderson card. Little OC'd. Greg Gagne, Jeff Treadway, and Paul Molitor. Got a nice Paul Molitor autograph coming in the mail from 2020 Diamond Kings. One of those recollection collections. Very nice. Can't wait to see that. Here's our scratch off. Maybe this is how you get the gold cards. Yeah, that looks like that's the way. All right, so no gold cards guaranteed. Luis Mercedes, Greg Litton, Tim Belcher, there's Jim Thome. See, 27 games in 91, so that might be considered a rookie card there of Thome. Neil Heaton, Warren Newson, Rael Cormier, Glenn Davis, big baby. Todd Van Poppel. That's his rookie card. Guy that was supposed to be Major League. Never happened. Rob Deere. Louis Polona. Greg Briley. Tim Burke. Hal Morris. And Craig Graybeck. Craig Graybeck. Oh my God, this plastic is awful. These plastic packs. All right, we got Tim Teufel, Mike Lavalier, Glenn Allen Hill, Andy Allenson, John Marzano for the Red Sox, Rod Nichols. Got a Bobby Witt Sr., Bobby Witt Jr., now a big to-do in 2020 Bowman. This said Landrum, Chico Walker, Kent Herbeck, Steve Foster, Ken Patterson, Brian Drummond, Ken Griffey Jr., there he is. Very nice looking card there, Griffey. Nicely centered, nice corners, very nice. And Jack Armstrong. Always looking to add to my Griffey collection. My first PC all the way back in the day is Griffey, so always like to pull the Griff. Always like to pull the Griffies. All right, scratch off. Jim Olander. There's a Cal Ripken Jr. All-Star card. Very nice. Ripken. Ed Sprague. Jeff Husson. Kevin Morton. It's an Aaron Seeley draft pick card for the Red Sox. Oh yeah, there he is. Drafted number 1 by the Red Sox. Terry Pendleton, Ed Nunez, Tom McKinnon draft pick card. Dan Gackler, Travis Fryman, Tony Pena, Jose Vizcaino, Wally Joyner, and David Cone. David Cone. It's a nice one coming up there. Or would have been back in the day. There we go. We got Dave Rigetti. Nolan Ryan, record breaker. Very nice. Nolan Ryan insert. Harold Baines. Ken Hill. Sean Livesey, rookie card. Pedro Munoz. Sean Abner. Wayne Rosenthal. And then this is who I was talking about. Sean Green was a big prospect for the Blue Jays. There's his draft pick card. Joe Boive, Kurt Manwaring, Carlos Baega, Gerald Perry, Dennis Lamp, and Mitch Webster. All right, next pack. What do we got after the scratch off? Louis Gonzalez All-Star Rookie Cup. Very nice. Tom Glavine All-Star card and a Jeff Bagwell All-Star Rookie Cup card. So, nice pack right there. Top 3 cards. Kimmy Batiste, Barry Larkin All-Star card. Mike Maddox, Jim Clancy, Andy Ashby. Here are our top prospects of Brad Ausmus, Jim Campanis, Dave Nilsson, and Doug Robbins. Those are our top prospect catchers. All right. Rance Malinkus, Glenn Braggs, Junior Ortiz, Mike Stanton, Bobby Thigpen, and Jim Gott. Jim Gott. Plastic is awful. Oh, well. What are you going to do? All right. Scratch off card. Benny Santiago, Tony La Russa, Scott Ruffcorn draft card. Randy Myers. Top prospects. Manny Alexander, Alex Arias, Will Cordero, and Chipper Jones. Shortstop coming up. Nice Chipper prospects card there. Marvin Freeman, Mark Leiter Rookie Cup, Alan Watson draft pick. There's a Jim Leland manager card. Joe Hesketh, Don Mattingly, very nice. Dave Stewart, Jim Eisenreich, Dave Bergman, and Kurt Schilling with the bleach blonde hair. Big Shill for the Astros at that point in his career in 1992. All right, we got Brian Bohonen, Lloyd McClendon. There it is, Manny Ramirez draft pick card. Little bit off-centered, but very nice. Manny Ramirez. Scott Erickson, Dwayne Ward, Scott Bankhead, Mike Hargrove, Al Shirley draft pick, Dan Pasqua, Johnny Oates, Tony Fossis, Ruben Sierra, Cal Ripken Jr., very nice, next to the Lou Gehrig statue out at Yankee Stadium. Alex Fernandez and Dave Valle. Could have won $100,000 card show buying spree. What would $100,000 get you at card show today? Wow. Kelly Downs, Todd Fraworth, Von Hayes, there he is, Hubie Brooks, Jose Mesa, prospect outfielders Jacob Brumfield, Jeremy Burnett, DJ Dozer, and Alan Cockrell. There you go. Steve Searcy, Jeff Reardon, Kevin Apier, Tim Cruz, Brian Downing, John Candelaria, Frank Thomas. There we go. Nice hurt. Nice big hurt card. Very nice. Sid Fernandez and Alan Anderson. All right. Next pack. Mike Jackson. We have top prospects of Cesar Barnhart, Bobby Desjardins, Andy Stankiewicz, and Armando Moreno, second baseman, Russ Swan, Bryn Smith, Pete Incaviglia, Todd Zeal, Stan Javier, Mike Moore, outfield prospects of Rudy Pemberton, Henry Rodriguez, Lee Tinsley, and Gerald Williams, Scott Ruskin, Eric King, Paul Gibson, Gilberto Reyes, Sean Bosky, and Mark Guthrie. All right, next pack. Paul Ferries, Jim Lindemann, Darryl Strawberry, round in third, Bob Melvin, top prospects of Pat Mahomes, Sam Militello, Turk Wendell, and Roger Salkeld. So there we go. Pat Mahomes' daddy. Joe Slosarski, Barry Jones, Lenny Webster, Hal McRae, Andres Galarraga, Rene Gonzalez, Lance Parrish, Rich Rodriguez, Mike Sharperson, and Rick Aguilera. I always like pulling a Patty Mahomes Sr. out of here. Of course, he gets all the play because Patty Mahomes Jr. is a very, very good quarterback. Jay Bell, Scott Cooper, Chris Nabholz, Bill Plummer, Bobby Bonilla, getting ready for Bobby Bonilla Day, Kirk Dressendorfer, Hector Villanueva, Rich Rowland, Omar Oliveris, Greg Hibbard, Dennis Rasmussen, Greg Olson, Brady Anderson, Scott Terry, and Juan Bell. Ooh, boy, this is why they call it the junk era. But it is fun to go back through and see these old cards that, we collected as kids. So, Mike Felder, Gary Pettis, Dave Otto, Dave Haas, Dale Murphy, Dave Burba, Eddie Murray, Charlie Liebrant, Kevin Seitzer, Alfredo Griffin, Dan Plesac, Bob Kipper, Jim Gantner, Dwight Evans, and Al Newman for the Twins. All right. Plus, you never know when you're going to stumble across something that's just crazy. So, Derek Bell, Bob Welk. There's a Jose Canseco All-Star card. Scott Radinsky, Scott Stanoviak draft pick for the Twins. Pedro Guerrero, Darren Holmes, Denny Martinez All-Star guard. Mark Lewis. There's a Mike Mussina second-year card. Jeff Ballard, Randy Johnson, a couple seasons in there, Felix Furman, Junior Felix, and then Bobby Cox. All right. So nice Randy Johnson in that last pack. As well as a early Mike Mussina card. There's Kelly Gruber, Matt Morello, Ted Wood, Joe Torre, manager of the Cardinals, Jerome Walton, Orlando Merced, Eddie Tabensi, there we go, Craig Wilson, Jimmy Gonzalez draft pick, Kyle Abbott, Dave West, Don Paul, Jack Doherty, outfield top prospects, Jeff McNeely, Dan Peltier, Cesar Hernandez, and Steve Hosey, and then Doug Descenzo. All right. Mark Carrion, Chuck Finley, Tim Spear, Bert Blyleven, Geronimo Pena, Cito Gaston, Jose Tolentino, Tommy Gregg, Frankie V, Reggie Jefferson, Ivan Calderon, Checklist 1, Scott Garlitz, Steve Bedrosian, and there's another Pudge Rodriguez All-Star Rookie Cup card. That one's a nice one. I won't mind seeing one more of those. All right. We got a Dave Winfield draft pick of Tyrone Hill for the Yankees. Another Psycho, there we go, for the Red Sox. Rex Hudler, Danny Darwin, Mike Gallego, Chris Jones, Kip Gross, Checklist 4, Jose Offerman, Greg Myers, Dick Schofield, Tom Pagnozzi, Scott Bradley, and Melito Perez. All right. Mike Witt, Jose De Leon, Chris Gwynn, Jack Morris, Checklist 2, Mike Bordick, Walt Terrell, Juan Samuel, Mike Alderte. There's a Milt Kyler All-Star Rookie Cup, Mike Sosa, Greg Swindell, Scott Fletcher, Bob Tewksbury, and Mel Rojas. So we are starting to see some repeats here. So hopefully we will find some repeats of some of those cards that we are looking for. The Griffey, the Ripken, the Thomas, etc., etc. Glenn Braggs, Junior Ortiz, Mike Stanton, Bobby Thigpen, Jim Gott, Tom Foley, there's our insert card there, Buck Rogers, Rob Malakote, Mike Pagliaro, Dave Fleming, Barry Bonds, second Barry, Luis Quinones, Brian Hickerson, Paul McClellan, and Don Slott. Don Slott. Watch out for the Don Slott. All right, speaking of Don, there's a Mattingly, Dave Stewart, Jim Eisenreich, Dave Bergman. There's a Kurt Schilling, Rance Malinkus, Dwight Smith, Jose Rio, Bill Sampson, Steve Lake, Billy Swift, Joe Girardi, my man Otis, followed by Ozzie Guillen and a Brooke Jacoby. All right. Tony Fossis, Ruben Sierra. There's a second Ripken. Nice Ripken. Alex Fernandez, Dave Valley, Joe Hesketh, Darren Fletcher, Jeremy Hernandez, Rafael Belliard, Luis Mercedes, Greg Litton, Tim Belcher, a second Jim Thome rookie card there. Neil Heaton and Warren Newsom. So not bad to see a second Thome come out. Not exactly sure if that is his true rookie or not, but pretty close. He only had, let's see, 27 games the year prior. So Rael Cormier, Glenn Davis, Todd Van Poppel, Bobby Witt Sr., Bobby Witt, Ced Landrum, Chico Walker, Kent Herbeck, Steve Foster, Ken Patterson, Brian Downing, John Candelaria. There's a second Frank Thomas. So we are finding second cards of those guys we're looking for. Alan Anderson and Johnny Oates. Johnny ate on the oats. Hopefully we can indeed find a second Griffey Jr. That would be nice. Add that right to the PC. Steve Frey, Gene Nelson, Sandy Alomar, Pascual Perez, Jeff Robinson, Steve Olin, Joe McGrain, Jeff King, Kevin Bass. There's a Dion. Back and forth, up and down. Deion Sanders. Primetime. Mark Lee, Wilson Alvarez, Matt Williams, Dale Swain, and Daryl Boston. So it looks like this last stack here is a run that we hadn't seen before. So that last stack was our run of repeats. So we'll see if that keeps up throughout the whole time. All right. Bob McDonald, Wild Thing, Todd Hundley, Javier Ortiz, Wayne Housey, and a Sammy Sosa. Nice Sammy. Paul Sorrento, Jimmy Jones, Bobby Ojeda, Ken Griffey Sr., Danny Tartable, Charles Nagy, Eric Plunk, John Habian, and Luis Soho. All right. Next up, Willie Randolph, Rock Reigns, Ray Langford All-Star Rookie Cup, Dave Gallagher, Chris James, Bill Gillickson, Scratch and Win, Steve Buscemi, Ron Gant, Andy Mota, Scott Louis, Howard Johnson All-Star, and Mike Gardner, Cliff Brantley, Alonzo Powell, and Greg Harris. Getting to the bottom of our stack here. We start with a Lee Gutterman, Eddie Whitson, Al Ozuna All-Star Rookie Cup, George Bell, Wally Backman, Jeff Innes, John Vanderwall. There's a Craig Biggio All-Star card. Roberto Hernandez, Dale Swain, Daryl Boston, Alfredo Griffin, Dan Plesac. There is a gold card. Finally found one. So one per box maybe? Ron Darling. Gold. And Dean Palmer. All right, 5 packs to go. Let's see what we find in our last 5 packs. Ooh. All right. Shane O'Mac, Phil Garner, Jack McDowell. There's a draft pick of Brian Taylor. Scott Champerino, Walt Weiss, Jeff Juden, Barry Bonds All-Star card. Ed Sprague, John Habian, Luis Soho. There's another Dion, Juan Agosto, Pete Schrock, and Matt Williams. All right, we got Jeff Husson, Kevin Morton, another Aaron Seeley. Excuse me. Terry Pendleton, Ed Nunez, Tom McKinnon draft pick card, Dave Rigetti, another Nolan Ryan record breaker, nice one. Harold Baines, Chris James, Bill Gullickson, Ken Griffey Sr., Danny Tartable, Kevin Moss, and Pete O'Brien. All right. There we go. Ken Hill, Sean Livesey, draft pick card. Pedro Munoz, Sean Abner, Wayne Rosenthal. There's a second Sean Green draft pick. Derek Bell, Bob Welch, Jose Canseco, All-Star. Wade Taylor, Joe Gra, Steve Sachs, Mo Vaughn. There we go. We haven't seen a Mo yet. Mo Vaughn and a Dennis Eckersley. There we go. And Jesse Orozco. Two packs to go. What are we going to find in our final two? Scott Radinsky, Scott Stahoviak, draft pick. Pedro Guerrero, Darren Holmes, Denny Martinez, All-Star Game. Mark Lewis, Eddie Tabensi, Craig Wilson, Jimmy Gonzalez, draft pick. Robin Ventura, Bob Scanlon, Larry Walker. There's a Kirby Puckett. Haven't seen Kirby yet. Dave Martinez and Brett Saberhagen, kind of. Definitely funky print on that Saberhagen card. Very hard to read that. All right, here is our last pack. Let's see what it brings. All right, we'll start off with our scratch-off card. Kyle Abbott, Dave West, Don Paul, Jack Doherty. Prospect cards of Hernandez, Hosey, McNeely, and Pelter, which we've seen already. Doug Descenzo, Jose Tolentino, Tommy Gregg, Frankie V, Pete Smith, Mickey Templeton, Mark Langston, Scott Bales, Mookie, and an Andujar Cedeno All-Star rookie card. All right, so that was our box of 1992 Topps Baseball. Not a very exciting set for sure, but Throwback Thursday is definitely about checking out older cards and not always about getting the hits. We did find some great cards, including the Griffey Jr., couple